Hello! Welcome to another episode of Ask Coach Andrew. We're down in the home studio today. It's been a little while since we've been down here because I've been filming in the office, but honestly, it was warm enough to open my window today, so here we are down in the gym. Now, we have a question today from another viewer, and he is struggling to implement some lifestyle changes in his life. Namely, the changes that this young man is trying to put into his life are diet, lifestyle, fitness, and from what it looks like, routines and schedule oriented, right? He's trying to set up a good wake up time. He's trying to clean up his diet so he has more energy. He has a good workout plan that he's trying to follow. But it seems like every day he's hitting road bumps, right? He'll skip a workout sometimes. He'll sleep in a little bit later than he wants. He'll eat food that's not part of the diet plan. And even when he's on the diet plan and even when he does wake up early on time, he doesn't always feel that great. And so sometimes he'll, have a snack that isn't part of the plan, or he'll skip a workout because he doesn't feel very good. And he feels like maybe he's trying to change too many things all at once. Or maybe some of these things just aren't quite right for him and he's still trying to find that perfect fit. But he doesn't know, right? And it can be hard to figure that out if you're trying to change a lot of things in your life all at the same time, right? Because it's the scientific method, right? Lifestyle change is basically just the scientific method. You're trying to test a set number of variables, and the more variables you throw into the equation, the less specific, the less accurate your data becomes, right? Because it can be hard to tell what's doing what. Is it the wake-up time? Is it the food? Is it the workout? Who knows, right? So he wants my best advice for trying to change multiple things all at once, and I'm going to give you some food for thought to help you come at this from a different angle, right? Because it sounds to me like the last thing you need is more technical advice. The last thing you need is another strategy, right? Because you've already got a strategy for weightlifting, you've got a strategy for your diet, you've got a strategy for your work schedule. You don't need a strategy for all of those strategies, right? That's what a lot of coaches do. That's what a lot of courses do. They just throw instructions at people. It's not useful. Sometimes you have to tap into the soul. You have to tap into the storyteller, right? The king, the leader, the magician, the part of yourself that has the answer. That's what wisdom is. Tapping into the part of your soul that knows the answer, because there's a part of you that does. A lot of us are just very rationally minded. We're always fighting with our ego, right? Trying to rationalize things that aren't necessarily rational. So here's what I'm going to tell you to do. I am going to tell you to start looking at your life as if it were your kingdom. Okay? Because you are a king, right? And ladies, you're a queen. You be a king or a queen, be whatever you want. But your life is a kingdom. Your house, your health, your finances, your family, your business. It's your kingdom. And you're the leader. You are the monarch. Now you have to find that wisdom within yourself to lead your people to the future that you want for that kingdom, right? And that requires boundaries. What you need, my friend, are very strong boundaries. Right now, your kingdom is vast. It is expansive, right? Health, fitness, finance. You have a curfew. You have a wake-up time. There are rules. There are laws. You're issuing royal proclamations and edicts all over the place. People know what you want, but they don't necessarily know what you don't want. They don't know how they're allowed to do these things. They know what you want them to do. They might have an inkling about how to go about it, but they don't know what they're definitely not supposed to do. And so your job is to start setting boundaries in your life. Tom Bilyeu calls these bright lines. Right? You need to have very specific things in your life that you are very aware of. And you know that you are not the type of person who does that. If you live in this kingdom, we do not do that. Right? In my kingdom, we wake up at 6 every day. Sometimes we wake up at 5:30. But we never wake up after 6. Never. You do that, you get burned at the stake. Like a witch, right? That's the kind of kingdom you need to start running here. So it's not so much about having a great workout plan or having a good diet plan. Sometimes you just have to try a bunch of those to figure out which one's the right one for you. But in order for you to actually have a valid experiment and do the diet or do the workout plan or do the schedule long enough to know if it works for you, you have to stick to it. You can't keep breaking it every 3 days or every week, right? And so this is how you do that. You pick the things you want to try. I wouldn't try more than 3 things at once. 3 is a lot. It takes a lot of willpower. It's going to drain your energy. You're going to need someone to hold you accountable, preferably a coach or a spouse. But if you can pull this off, you will really learn something about who you are and what you're capable of, or you'll be disappointed because you'll meet yourself and realize you're weak. But that's okay. It's all part of the growing process. But pick 3 things, right? Pick 2, pick 1. It doesn't matter. Write down the plan. Know what the workout looks like. Know what the diet looks like. And then mark down clearly on a piece of paper and read it out loud to yourself every single day all of the things that you can't do. All of the things that are definitely not part of those plans. Be hyper vigilant about those things. I do not wake up after 6. I do not eat sugar. Right? I fast for 16 hours. I stop eating at 10 and I start eating again at 2 p.m. every day. I do not eat in the fasting window. And I work out every day from 8 to 9. And I follow the program to a T. I don't skip workouts. I don't skip sets. I count my rest intervals and I do not miss a single rep. You write that down. And if you want to run a good kingdom with an iron fist and you want to have laws that people obey, you of course need to have punishments, right? So if someone crosses that boundary, namely you, the king, if you violate your own rules, what are you going to do to punish yourself? This is where it gets kind of unpleasant, but this is also where it gets very disciplined. This is where order begins to take form in your life. Because if you miss a workout, what are you going to do? If you eat that chocolate during your fasting window, what are you going to do? If you sleep in, what are you going to do? Are you the type of person who sleeps in? This definitely says that you aren't, but you did it anyways. What are you going to do now? There are some very creative punishments you can create for yourself. I like cold showers. I like push-ups. I like hill sprints. I like extending my fasting period the next day. There's all kinds of creative things you can do, right? But be careful, because if you set boundaries and if you set laws, and you establish what the punishments are for violating those laws, and then you do not hold yourself accountable, your kingdom will be destroyed from the inside out by no one other than you and your inability to hold yourself accountable. A lot of pressure, I know. But you asked, my friend. Do you want to start overhauling things? If you're tired of the pace of lifestyle change and self-development because it's too slow doing one thing at a time and you want to try to do 3 things at a time, you asked for this. It's hard, but you can do it. You just got to rule your kingdom like a king or a queen, okay? Good luck. I hope that helped.